Hey everybody, welcome back. In this episode of What Doin', we take a hike to a lost valley, a missing waterfall, and take a step back in time to explore beyond and below the fog to discover nature's beauty. Come on along with us as we discover the Lost Valley in Arkansas's Ozarks and the Buffalo National River. Welcome to What Doin'. We're Deb and Aaron, two retirees originally from Washington State who love to travel the country, make new friends, have new adventures, scuba dive, hike, cook, and just about anything outdoors. Come along for the ride. You never know what kind of crazy adventures we're going to get mixed up in. And you never know what doing. In 1972, Congress granted National River designation to the Buffalo River. What that means is it protects the natural rivers from industrial uses, impediments, and other obstructions that may change the natural character of the river or disrupt the natural habitat of the flora and fauna. It's like a national wildlife refuge. This hike is about 2.5 miles, and although the signs and brochures say the park is accessible, the trail itself is not. The trail begins at the park and immediately crosses Clark's Creek. So we get vines at home that, climb the trees, but Arkansas vines are just something different. That's not a tree, the little thing on the right. That's a vine that climbs all the way up. It is beautiful here. I love the Ozarks. We're not even a half mile in and look, already trail snacks. I don't know if I'd eat those though. I'm not sure what they are. They're plentiful. Take the time to stop and read the interpretive signs along the trail. You find out some really cool facts. The creek is dry right now. It's not really dry, it's just running underground. We'll find out where in a little bit. So this is the first time I've had pants on since we left. Well, you know what I mean. Instead of shorts. The reason is they're saying lots of ticks and chiggers on this trail. Stay on the trail, don't go off. But when it's the absolute perfect photo, yeah, she's gonna go off the trail. What's the worst that could happen? If you've never been to the Ozarks, I've got to tell you, you're missing out. Even though the creek is dry, this is beautiful down here.
Look how big these are. They're like massive. It goes all the way around and up there. The bottom is like, this is a kid's paradise for playing.
I don't know what kind of mushrooms these are or if they're edible, but in this one particular area, they were plentiful. Why isn't it ever on the sign as be kind of careful? Of course we're going that way. As good as the camera is, it just doesn't do justice to how beautiful the scenery here is. Every once in a while, make sure you stop, look up from your feet so you don't trip, and look at the limestone cliffs that raise 60 to 80 feet from the floor. Here's the natural bridge that marks the entrance to the Lost Valley. Water still runs here during the summer, but it flows underground. During other parts of the year, this is a waterfall from Clark's Creek. We weren't sure we should continue because of the extreme caution signs and a little bit of a spooky area. What? Are you kidding me? Of course we climbed in. We couldn't see very far back into the tunnel, but I didn't know what to expect. There was a little water on the floor, but being resourceful, we were able to get around that pretty easily. I took one last look to make sure if I never see it again, and then hollered at Deb for her to come on up.
I don't get soaking wet so far. Made it! It was super fun.
How cool is this, you guys? We're just kind of rock scrambling right up the creek bed. But man, this is cool. It's always a good hike when you have to take the pack off to scramble over rocks. We came up through the bottom of there. Just beautiful. Look at all the squirrels. They've been chasing us.
We'll go back the regular trail.
The cave trail climbs 400 feet in less than a quarter mile. It's steep. I don't think that you can find too many more beautiful places than this on the planet. It's a heck of a climb right here at the end. They got the steps cut in. But thighs are burning, but it's doable. We made it to the top of what would be the 53-foot Eden Falls. Arkansas is in a bit of a drought, so it's dry right now. There are no falls, but there's still Eden Cave. Time to put the headlamp on, go back in there and explore a little. Watch for bats.
You ready to spelunk, honey?
I think so.
Okay. They say don't scare the bats. Is it? So you know that part about being careful and it being kind of extreme? We have to crawl on our belly up ahead to get through the other side. This is so much fun. He doesn't know what's coming. He's gonna find out. So we have to crawl to the right. I think that's where the main waterfall drains out of.
I don't think we can go that way. Hey, look what we found way back here in the cave. Mr. Frog, what are you doing, buddy? Nice house you got here. So in the springtime, this would be, well, one, impossible to stand here, but really cool. All of these holes would be full of running water, with the river coming down through here. That's the entrance of the cave where we hiked up into. We're gonna come up here to make our way back out. Bright light! And that's where the falls drop off. They go 53 feet down. We're not going that way. We came out, and then that's where the falls drop over. Yikes! After our cave exploration, we decided to head back down to the bottom of the falls. I hate switchbacks. We found this huge cave on the way to the base of the falls. It was almost unreal. Those boulders are like the size of cars. They're huge. All inside this cave. So this is the bottom of Eden Falls. Dibs over there where the water would be coming down. And then the falls come from way up in there. The cliff entrance was way up at the top of that. We started to notice hundreds of butterflies at the base of the falls. I always think of my cousin Cindy when I see a butterfly. She would have loved this. There were so many of them, I'm pretty sure she was trying to send me a message. There's another beautiful butterfly. Wait, that's not a butterfly. We are on the backside of the waterfall. This is the bottom of the falls. This is almost like Jurassic Park-ish down here. The spider webs. The butterflies down here are amazingly beautiful. Blue, green, yellow, red. Different colored frogs down here. Life at the bottom of the falls. We could easily have spent more time here, but it was getting late and we had to head out. So there you have it, the Lost Valley Trail to Eden Falls. In the fall, there's no bugs. It was a great hike. A little steep at the top, some rock climbing that we sort of went off trail and did the alternate route. But great hike. Bring water. And then come back in the spring because it's going to be beautiful with the water flowing, the falls going and everything like that. We will be back. This is probably one of the top 10 hikes. Great place to be. Come on back. You never know what doing.